Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am Entropy. This is my Emporium. Before I give my cast a chance to go around and introduce themselves and their characters, I have a few small orders of business to attend to. The first order of business, of course, as always, being that we are raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Now more than ever, we are imploring people to, instead of subscribing to us, donate that five some odd dollars or whatever they increased it to. I think they increased the price recently. Go to that link in the chat and donate there because they need it way more than we do. Nobody is free until we're all free, and that is Entropy's official position on the matter. It will never change. It has never changed. And in less important news, we have a Discord. So if you are new here and you would like to come hang out with us and all our feral little guys, that is where we hang out and chat and talk storytelling. I have been very sappy about Entropy in the past. I will continue to be very sappy. It's a good place. We have curated a very wide array of stories here, and I'm very happy about it. And speaking of that, this is Weirdwilds War. This is episode 10. We are officially double digits, which is fun. This is going to be a bit of a quick one because I am tired. I have a new job, and it is exhausting. So we're going to do a bit of a... I'm not going to say a silly one, but we're going to do a bit of an interesting one tonight. I'm going to give my cast a chance to let us know what they're playing and let us know who they are. We are, of course, as always, going to start with Kay.
Hey, well, I am Kay Purcell. You can find me hanging out in chat at Chaotic Wholesome. You can find me on the internet, Blue Sky at damphir.com, damphyr.com. She, they pronouns. I'm going to be playing Brandon. Pronouns are he, him, and he's a Drake Warden Ranger. He's got a little dragon buddy, and half tiefling, half orc, and never had a single thought in his head.
Thank you. That is going to bring us from Kay over to Mika.
Hi, I'm Mika. I do things. Tonight, for your viewing pleasure, I am playing Lemon Sour, who is a warforged, who met Brandon and is going against his programming, is learning about things like friendship and gender identity.
Thank you so much, Mika. That is going to bring us down and around to Gina.
Hey, I'm Gina. I use she, her pronouns. I play Virina Spar, who is... Actually, I don't need to mention her fake name at this point. That was like 6 episodes ago.
It's so passé now.
It's so passé now. She is way out of her depth because she is a fighter and she has a horse. Who knows what's happening in this wizard's tower. She also uses she, her. Wow.
She, hey.
hey, girl.
Hey, girl, hey.
Because of the horse.
Yeah.
And last but not least, that is going to bring us to B.
Hello, B Zelda, they, them, all socials as B Zelda, and today I am playing Fern. The Artificer Harangon, totally courageous, never worried, not a pile of anxiety, doesn't document everything, isn't just like wildly nervous, but so excited to be back in school. School is great. This place, has Fern mentioned how wonderful this place is? She, they pronouns.
That is, of course, without mentioning the catch-22 that Fern is facing, the very interesting scenario we find ourselves in. Because they are wanted, they have about 4 days, give or take, until the news reaches Caldera Brass, and Fern has to decide if they are going to take their final exam and graduate, or if they are going to risk the school finding out what happened and the consequences that come
Regicide?
with that. Regicide? The consequences that come with regicide.
I mean, for Fern, there's also consequences that come with graduating.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
The consequences for graduating, to freshen you up, are that Fern will be shipped off to Mountain Home, an isolated island off of the coast of Tainem, which is a volcano on a winter island that is where artificers go when they are done learning how to be artificers, and they make warforged and weapons for the Scarlet Battalion. and the war front. Also, thank you,
Not
Lurking
the
Rider.
future that she had in mind.
No, it never is it?
I mean,
We,
you
of
could meet a
course-
lot of lemons, and the sour is really great.
Yeah.
True. I
Hmm.
mean, if anything, I would try to unionize them. I don't know if that would go over well.
We find ourselves in the... I'm going to change the music for the mood here real quick, actually. Because Caldera Brass is not a happy place. It is wet and dark, and it is all stone and artificiality. The magic here is as plastic as they come. It is nothing like the natural magics that they find out in the worlds. It is nothing like the magics that the covens and the sorcerers wield. It is made magic. The walls are damp. Caldera Brass sits in the middle of a typhoon, and we find ourselves in Fern's dorm room, which has been magically, artificially expanded so that there are 2 extra beds behind a wall of Fern's books and other various collections, which they made a path to last time. It is quite a dichotomy. If you took a piece of tape and laid it down the middle, you would still be able to tell which side is Fern's. But that is, I believe, where we find our 4 lovely guests, our students of Caldera Brass. How are you guys feeling? What are you up to in the privacy of the dorm?
So like, why are there only 2 extra beds? Like, there are 3 of us. So like there are 3 extra of us. So there's only.
Well,
I just need to sit in the corner.
They
I mean,
should
you could
know
even
that.
stand up. You don't have to even sit.
They
It's
should
true.
know that.
It just looks like less unnerving when you're sitting down, not sleeping, versus remaining upright.
I mean, to be fair, I also don't think I fooled that professor very well. I did not. I was really bad at that.
Weirdly enough, I think it was believable.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll
great.
take that. I wasn't made for lying, so that actually makes me okay. No, that's good. Okay. Maybe they expect one of us to cuddle. I don't know.
I mean,
We also have a cat dragon, so we don't have a bed. We don't have a bed there for either.
Okay.
I mean, they could share with any of us.
Yeah.
It just worries me because if the math doesn't work out, and if somebody has figured out that you don't need a bed,
Yeah.
that is a problem.
I
It
mean, like,
is.
but also, like, this place is just like. I'm sorry, Fern. This place is weird and bad, and like
What?
people, the
Like this
the
room, or
teachers
like-
here are like not nice, and like.
Well, they're not gonna be our friends. That wouldn't be very professor-like.
Do you have friends here?
No.
Do,
No.
do students here even? This seems like a very. To be fair, I don't feel like any student here would be friends with each other. Seems very competitive.
What about Arlen? Where did Arlen come from?
Never met Arlen until, outside, in the wagon. Arlen was,
Average.
get back to me on that.
Like the way the like tower works, with like the staircase, like it really seems like they don't want students to meet and hang out a lot.
Oh, no, we should be studying, of course. This entire school is designed to reinforce education. Again, this isn't like, Caldera Brass best friend place. It's Caldera Brass best place of education.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So we still need a plan here. We don't really have a coherent plan as to how we're accomplishing anything right now.
We gathered information.
We know the door we've got to get through.
The Archdeacon's office, has the mithril alloy magic absorbing door, which is like
Mhm.
a big deal. But we just don't go in with magic.
Leave that to me. I'll bust it open.
Perfect. We have an escape plan.
Mhm.
It's the teleportation circle on the Grand Hall. And then, everything else is just sort of...
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
No.
Okay,
So, like,
I'll trust
I
your
might-
lead.
I might, like, be, like, overthinking this, but, like, if that thing absorbs magic, like, Lemon, aren't you, like... Sorry, Joshua, aren't you, like,
Mhm.
powered by magic?
That is a fair assessment. Captain, you're not powered by magic.
No. I have like blood and stuff like that.
Exactly. Maybe you'll need to power through the door.
Would Fern know if Lemon, Joshua, would be likely to, like, fail at the door or, like, at that threshold?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Like, in character, I wouldn't ask this, but like Mika wants to know this. Does Captain have a best friend that's not Cork?
I love it too. Best friend. Like,
It's over the table, though.
does
Over
she
the
even
table.
have
Yeah.
friends? Is the thing. Probably not. I don't think she
I
has
mean, it's
anybody.
obviously Brandon.
Obviously.
If you had to pick a favorite, right?
If I had to pick a
Random.
favorite, probably Quark, unfortunately.
Again.
You know what? That's fair.
Okay, you have to pick a favorite who's not Quark. I'm sorry, it's still Quark.
Sorry.
I rolled 19.
19 is very good here. This is something you learned about early on in the Maker Mage's course. Mithril alloy is a special combination of mithril, which is a notoriously absorbent metal, and gold, not specifically gold, but mana gold. It's a sort of rose gold colored metal that they mine in Mountain Home. The properties of mana gold are inherently magic canceling, which you would believe, if Lemon were to ever come in contact with, would completely shut them down for the duration that Lemon is within its area of effect. Now, you took Lemon up to the door. You were within what you would consider to be the effective radius of normal mana gold.
Mm-hmm.
Lemon did not shut down.
Mm-hmm. And there's still
You-
magical parts, like the stairs, I imagine, are magical.
The stairs are magical. Less magical in the same way that Lemon is. Mithril alloy doesn't cancel magic, it absorbs it. Any magical blow which would be dealt to the door, you can reason then, would be absorbed by the mithril alloy that makes up its bracers and hinges.
Interesting. Okay, so sorry to confirm, not canceling, just absorbing.
Just absorb it.
Is canceling more of like a rumor?
No.
Okay.
You have seen this in action, I will say. Mana gold when put on or near any magical artifact, arcane focus, artificy creation, uh, artificial homunculi, etc. You would go so far as to say if you brought Manigold near any of the Captain of Nine Lives,
Mm-hmm.
they would fall to pieces.
Oh, I would love a manifold weapon. That
I-
sounds pretty dope.
Everybody's having
Wow.
a different direction reaction here.
Reminder for the audience: the one guy who can't wield it, Lemon wants a Manigold
Mhm.
weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
One of us could hold it for you. We'll keep it safe, and you can just like look at it every now and then from a distance.
All right.
Okay. So we've learned quite a lot. Yeah, I think that door plan is great. And then, we just know what we have to do from there. And like Fern is looking left and looking right at the probable eyes watching us nearby.
Oh
Which
yeah,
one of you
well,
took the
Lemon.
deal?
Yeah, Lemon took the deal.
Lemon,
Oh, shoot, that's right.
I will note
Uh-oh.
that you do not see any open eyes in this dorm. You do see that there are eyes.
Mhm.
They're sort of, it's like a closed eye is projected out from the rune on the wall.
Creepy.
He sees you when you're sleeping.
Making a note of this because it looks like I forgot to last time.
Yeah, this is a permanent effect. You can, if you know how, you can make a custom feat for your D&D Beyond character. It is just called Mana Sight, and it allows you to specifically see active runes.
Ooh, sick.
Sick. I'm gonna do that after this.
I will say, as you guys are discussing this, you hear the whistling sound of what we as players know to be a firework, followed by the exploding sound of what we as players know to be a firework outside the dorm, followed by several jock-esque cheers.
It's that time.
It's what time?
Batterball time.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I just obsessed at the audience. Look.
There is another sound of whistling, followed by another explosion, followed by a mixture of pained screaming and laughing in that way that teenagers who are playing with fireworks do.
Well, we missed the tryouts. There
We did
is the
not miss the
first game
tryouts.
today. Oh, we didn't miss the tryouts?
Nope, the tryouts are tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
There is a not even a knock, a very loud and disruptive banging on your door before an envelope is slipped underneath it with a wax seal of the Evermages on it. And then that raucous laughter and joy carries down the hall and disappears post haste.
Lemon,
You've got
will you
mail.
read that for us?
Yes. Yeah, Lemon takes the letter and reads it because we established several episodes ago he can read.
What does the seal look like?
It is a
Or
it is
they
a
can
purple
read.
wax. There is an eye in the center of it.
Of course.
The symbol denoting the House of Evermages. Lemon, you crack the wax seal, pull the letter out. It is not a letter. It is a poster for the skirmish of Batterball. It is a final game event for last year's Batterball players before the tryouts occur, because you are not guaranteed to get into a Batterball team every year. If somebody outplays you or if you have a bad tryout, you just don't get to play.
This school is so cutthroat.
Yeah, I don't really go to these. It's usually just like loud and cheering and probably really intense. I don't know, and sometimes there's snacks, and I would just rather stay inside and, read by a single candlelight.
I like snacks.
It might
I
be.
could use some excitement. It's like damp and still and no sun.
This has been so exciting. Oh, I'm so sorry. Has it not been exciting for everybody?
I think because Brandon had told people that the purpose was to try out for the BATTERBALL team and the scholarship whenever, it might be a good idea to like take a look at least. Seems wise.
Was Lemon further on the BATTERBALL team?
I think we put. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't know that.
Fern, you can make a history check if you would like to. Being as Lemon Furter is a relative of yours.
14.
Hi, I'm just
14. Lemon Furter was a monster on the BattleBall field.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
And I will denote this BattleBall skirmish is between the other mages and the Blade mages.
What's their logo?
So the Blade mages is a musical stave, the little 5-line thing, wrapped around a rapier.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
I
just
love
thought it was
that
going to be
you're
like a
drawing
basic ass
this.
sword.
Side note, I love asking and making shit up about Lemon Furter. And that you're letting me do this.
This character is going to be so freaking epic when we finally get to meet them.
Lemon
Right?
Furter is the only NPC that I haven't had anything to do with.
I'm glad you're okay with that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, never apologize to
Popping
me.
into existence.
It's not just my game. Yeah, so the invitation, not really an invitation, it's just a poster. It's an advert for the game. You reckon they are shooting each other with fireworks and passing these under every door.
Classic.
Brandon will if Lemon will let them, take it, take the flyer, and look it over, and then look at Fern. Wouldn't it be rude to turn down an invitation?
I mostly turn down all my invitations.
Oh.
But,
Fern, why?
I guess I could bring my book to read to the game. It's noisy and all the lights usually blocked out by the people standing and cheering, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Let's do something that I don't ever do.
Sounds like the start of a rom-com.
Right. I'm a fish out of water.
This is the
Fred's little
exact
tail
plot of
starts
10
wagging.
things I hate about you. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess we should find what this is all about.
Is there a dress code that anything mentioned on the poster? I don't know. Do we wear certain colors?
dress
What are the
code.
colors? Who are we rooting for?
Because we
Skirmish.
established last episode that I don't think Fern has ever gone to a single BattleBall
No.
game.
No.
Just make me a history check, because you're thinking back to your first year at Caldera, what they would have told you about BattleBall beforehand.
A dress code for an
rolled-
intramural skirmish game.
A 1. So 6 total. So beautifully timed. So
You-
beautiful.
Dice are telling the story.
Vaguely remember someone saying something about a shield.
Okay.
That could mean anything.
Before we go, I'm pretty sure if we're not necessarily cheering for one team or the other, that we should have a shield. Does anybody have a shield?
I'm a long arm. I don't use shields.
No.
It gets in the way of my bow.
Could I make a shield?
Just real quick.
Do you have a feature that lets you do that?
Not like that. No.
Do you have the fabricate spell by chance?
Brandon's gonna just
No.
open the door,
Interesting.
poke his head out. Are the jocks still in the hall?
I the remnants of various jocks are like there are a couple like loose fingers on the ground and just a bunch of ash. The ash you would imagine is from the black powdered grenades they were shooting down the hall at each other.
Are we sure? Are we sure? Just
Fern,
like,
if you would like to make a Tinker's Tools check for that shield, I will allow that.
Okay, that's
You have
within my
you have a
wheelhouse.
veritable workshop in your room from being a maker mage.
Mhm.
But yes, Brandon, the hallway is at the moment empty of living organic material.
Like Brandon like looks, sees like the fingers, sees piles of ash, jumps to conclusions. It's just like closes door, leans against it, doesn't look at Fern. It's all fine. It's all fine.
Yeah, so none of the magical items that I can replicate are close to a shield. I've got like alchemy jug, bag of holding, which I've already done, cap of water breathing, goggles of night, rope of climbing, sending stones, wand of magic detection, and wand of secrets. Neat.
That's so many things.
Right? I can only do them, I think, 2 at a time, and I already have one going. I thought I had maybe something else.
The quote unquote bow tie of disguise self on Rald.
Yes. Yes.
That might come from the okay, plus my bag of holding, that's why. So I don't have any space for that. But what did you say I could do? Tinkering?
You could roll a Tinker's Tools check. I will say in this case, even though it would be funnier to say dexterity, I will call it an intelligence check.
Thank you. So I'm just rolling flat intelligence, and I'll add.
You'll add your proficiency bonus because you're proficient in Tinker's Tools.
Right. We determined that's like the one thing I can never locate off the top.
You could just pick an intelligence check, like a skill, and roll it for that. As long as you don't have expertise in that skill, it's not going to make a difference which button you click.
Oh, I see. You're right. 7.
Ooh.
You have a metal handle attached to a wide enough plank of wood that you found lying around from the last time you were here, which was, I will remind you, quite some time ago.
Yeah.
Your course year begins with you being teleported to a random location in the country.
Totally fine. So fine.
I was prepared for it.
out of here.
I was prepared for it to be a handle
Sword.
attached to a dirty plate.
But you have a shield. It is.
Yeah.
It can be. You would call it a shield. It's got a handle. It's got a front.
This was like that scrap piece of wood that you always use if you're doing like, I don't know, this is gonna sound so ridiculous, like tool stuff, like construction. Like if you're gonna cut something, you need to cut it on top of something that's like not gonna wreck your floors. So like it was this piece of janky, dented, chipped wood. All right, here we go. I've got a shield. This should be good for us. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Oh, look at everyone. Look at the shield. Look at everyone. Like maybe stay close to me in case we need a shield.
It's not really gonna stop anything. Maybe a stray ball? I don't really know if even balls are used.
Well, ball's in the name. Let's go find out.
Right.
You guys get ready to head to the BATTERBALL Stadium, a stadium you have seen before. You enter, it is raucous and loud. There are students and professors lining wall to wall as the center of the stadium gets prepped by people on flying carpets and brooms, setting up, cleaning up any debris that they find, and just kind of sweeping it off into the void below them. You can see through the bottom of the stadium, I will remind you, to the whirlpool that Caldera Brass sits on. And you can see the side of the tower. You watch as some janitor sweeps off like a loose bone from the wall that got stuck, and you see it fall down, tumbling until it hits the side of the tower, shatters, and you can't make out any pieces of it anymore. And eventually, go ahead.
No, I'm just making faces.
Eventually, the cleanup crew clears the stadium, and there is a rush of magical darkness from above, from the ceiling. And then through the magical darkness, spotlights begin trailing the stadium. Welcome to the BATTERBALL skirmish to finish out the year, folks. An announcer, not loud, in your heads. People begin cheering all around you as you find, luckily, 4 empty seats right next to one another. The announcer goes through the typical BATTERBALL spiel before the darkness fades, and the announcer announces, on one hand, we have the Team Evermages. Their ability to divine the course of a game has brought them far this season. They were the second of the 2 finalists, followed up immediately by the ever-eloquent Blade Singers. The Blade Mages house used only the best and brightest of their skills, especially at the, I will remind you, very broken wizard subclass, to claw their way to the top for the first time since the house's founding. And these 2 lovely teams are going to battle it out for the final crown of the season, a magical crown which will grant its recipient captain a single minor wish. As a
wish to be a real
reminder
boy.
to all attendees, new and old, any and all participants in the BATTERBALL game will be considered for the crown. What might this mean, you all wonder? Any and all participants in the game.
So if we look around the audience, anybody else have a shield? Anything stand out about them?
Not a single person has a physical shield.
Oh no.
The
Fern will
way
try to hide it.
that was phrased. Are we going to be forced into this game?
Oh.
A bell
I-
rings,
Can't cast magic.
and the game begins instantly. And we are going to take a quick break, because it is going to get funny.
Oh boy.
It is going to get fun, among other things. Go ahead and stretch your legs, get some drinky drink, do a bio break if you need to, get a snack of some kind, and when you come back, we will engage in the most exciting sport in all of NextFL, BATTERBALL. Welcome back, spectators of the greatest sport in Caldera Brass, BATTERBALL. A sport which takes place over an open, rippling ocean of storm. A sport which none of you are entirely sure how it's played or how it works. You can see there are two floating hoops on either end of the field. The bell rings, the game begins immediately, and immediately there is a large explosion on the opposite side of the stadium where you see a player wearing a jersey is blown out into the arena. I forgot I do need to get dice out because each of the players is their own person.
Uh-oh.
They make an acrobatics check, and you see they whip a paddle out from behind them, flip it back so they are holding it straight out, slam it into the wall before they hit an impact, and you see them, while gripping this paddle, slam into the wall before they recover themselves and sort of look out to the rest of the arena. Followed immediately by several other players coming in on either brooms or floating planks or their own batters, which are these large what's the thing, like the frats get them, the big boards.
Oh, the paddles.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a paddle.
Yeah.
Soon all the players are on the field, and the players that are on the wall, they seem to be, of course, the beefiest, are leaping from side to side of the arena full force. I think, Fern, you're probably the only one who knows this. They probably cast enhance ability on themselves at some point or another to be able to perform feats like this because they don't look athletic. But they are leaping from side to side of the arena. And finally, there is a buzzer, a loud, horrible, discordant buzzer that plays before a cannon lowers from the ceiling, and a ball that looks as though it is made of titanium is shot from it. One of the players whips in on their broom with their paddle, and there is a deafening crack as they hit the ball with the paddle. It sounds like their paddle should be broken. It is miraculously unharmed as this ball, which Fern, with a rough estimation, you estimate to weigh around 500 pounds, is knocked to the player on the wall. Not before one of the players riding their own paddle begins to chant something, and you see a constellation circle appear at their hands before a lightning bolt is cast from their hands at the player, not the ball. This player, quick as they are to react to both the ball and the spell, whispers some incantation. None of you, I don't think, can read lips. But the lightning spell arcs over them and into the crowd behind them.
Whoa. This is so dangerous. That ball is like 500 pounds. How did I not know this was happening?
We know why. We know how.
I could hit that.
Brandon's just gonna lean over to Virena and just very quietly go, "Is this what all sports are like on this continent?"
No, not at
Okay.
all.
The player on the wall deflects this lightning bolt, and then rips their paddle from the wall, cocks their legs back so that they are leaping off of the wall, and leaps at the ball, paddle in hand, hits it, another deafening crack. It shoots faster than it should from the paddle up to the player who cast the lightning bolt, where they are hit in the chest with it and then launched into the crowd. Someone in the crowd, and this is nearby your side this time, if you'd like to act, you may.
Okay, so talk me through. So sorry. This 500-pound ball struck the player, and the player and the ball
Yes. Yes. The player is not enough of a stopping force to slow the ball's momentum at this time.
I can help one person.
Roughly how far away is this?
Say about 20 feet.
And people are looking like this is normal.
Go ahead and give me an insight check.
Can I also?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone may.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot. I'm actually good at insight.
Can I do a quick, like, does there seem to be, like, any, like, anything else happening afoot? Like, something that's not necessarily part of the game?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Alright. I'm so good at those. Oh, actually not bad. 18.
There does not appear to be anything that is not game-related going on.
Okay.
I got a
16.
17 insight.
Ooh. On a 16 and a
Like-
17, this is extraordinary. The feeling in the stadium is practically electric to everyone but the four of you. The dust clears from this player and the ball impacting in the stadium. People have cleared out of the way somehow, and the player forces their way up. They are clearly damaged and bleeding before they just take their paddle and strike the ball while it's on the ground to knock it back into the arena. Virina, I will say on your perception check, watching this occur, you can see there is a sort of magical spark between the paddle and the ball that is enabling it to be moved at all.
Okay.
The ball is knocked back into the arena, and a player from that mage's team moves in to intercept. However, the opposing team, of course, has other ideas. There is a loud shout, followed by the bringing down of a wand, and a 360-degree thunder wave is cast from their location. That player is going to make a save, and I would like all of you to make a dexterity save as well, as the thunder wave is going to cascade into the arena.
Come on.
I'm so glad I get advantage.
Oh, wow. I did so bad on that.
That is 17.
The dirty
17.
20.
A dirty 20.
Well,
17.
Let me see. Hold on, I gotta check all these things. Okay, that's only for ability checks. 9.
9.
18. But I do have a lucky footwork if I fail.
Everyone over a 15 succeeds.
Yes.
As it's a saving throw, so I can't like use a reaction to help Virina, can I?
Can.
I'm sure there's worse things about to happen. I have 40 hit points, don't worry.
All right.
Big deal. You're fine.
Like you see Brandon like start to do a thing, but then doesn't. Like I feel like Virina gives him a glare. It's like, okay, my bad.
Virina, on a failed save, you are going to take this hold whilst I get some dice out for this.
Hardly.io added a new song, which I'm I just put on a thing, and it is so close to the Final Fantasy VII like boss fight song, and it fits so perfectly.
You are going to take 5 points of thunder damage.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Yes. Not so bad at all. The player who is on the broom and attempting to intercept the ball, however, also failed and are shunted 10 feet off of their broom, which is not on their broom anymore. They begin to plummet and they fall just below the stadium bottom before another player very quickly conjures this almost electric purple energy, shoots it out, and that player is frozen in space. Fern, you would be able to identify this as the hold person spell.
Very cool.
The ball also begins to plummet, but not before one of the wall players leaps off, and in just a beautifully timed demonstration of momentum and understanding of physics, smacks the ball as high in the air as they can. It goes way up, and you see 4 players, 2 from each team, zip up to meet the ball. There is a silence upon the arena as this collision happens, where 4 spells go off simultaneously as they attempt to ward each other off of the ball. Going to make a luck check for them and a luck check for you guys.
Oh.
As bystanders. You watch as part of the arena in this side cast spell, on the opposite side from you, gets turned into an avalanche mudslide. You're not sure what, but from top to bottom of the stadium, you watch dirt and soil just pour off the side.
Fern is starting to get into the just the mechanics of the game. And if I may ask, so like, because obviously we don't understand the rules yet necessarily, but like, so it seems like the whole point is not to be the last one to have touched the ball when the 500-pound thing drops into the abyss. Is that right so far? Like, what are the points? How do you score?
They haven't scored yet. There is a scoreboard available that is 0. It is not at the moment.
Okay.
I think Fern is smart enough to make the connection. Those hoops are how you score.
There
It's
are
just a matter of
Those
putting a
hoops.
500-pound ball through some hoops.
Easy peasy,
Peasy.
lemon squeezy.
And I will say, I think in this moment, some of the explanation of BATTERBALL does come back to you. Put ball in hoop is the only rule.
Interesting. What happens if it drops into the abyss, though?
You don't know.
Okay.
The players and the teams have made absolutely clear they do not want that to happen.
Okay.
Will they all die?
Right. Is it gonna blast up and somebody gets like smoked
mean,
by it?
Quite frankly, I would not be surprised. I would not put it past
You-
Caldera Brass.
If you would like to, you can ask another spectator.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
what? Yeah, what?
Can you just explain the rules, like top to bottom, but not just like get ball in net? Like, what happens if the ball drops into the abyss?
Oh, you don't know? Don't you
No.
go here?
No.
We're new.
Yes.
Oh, you're new. Good. This is your first game. Awesome. Okay, so BATTERBALL, only one rule: get ball in hoop. If you want, as spectators, you're welcome to participate.
What? How?
However,
Just how?
most people don't, but like if you feel like you have to, you know, like if a ball's coming your way, you can smack it around a bit. Anyway, if the ball falls, well, that's a lot of money for the school. So there is a sort of beastie down there who can retrieve it for us, but it does take a player apiece.
Huh.
Like his payment for giving the ball back.
Yeah, I figured that was implied. Huh. Ow. This is cool. So intense. So cool.
I'm
Fern,
into
I need
it.
you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Who?
Fern.
Oh, okay. Dex at disadvantage?
Yes.
No.
The other three of you, I will say in this moment, do notice the ball is hurtling towards Fern.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm going to try and hit it back.
15.
At disadvantage?
Yep.
Why?
The roll was
Disadvantage
18.
is good. Unfortunately, this is a 500-pound ball. Lemon, please make me an attack check. And what weapon are you hitting it with?
Oh god, it's between Darkstar and a hand axe. I'm gonna go with the hand axe because those are disposable.
Well, yeah,
Incredible
but
choice.
magical weapons don't break, and that's gravity.
Oh, okay. Darkstar. I'm gonna use Darkstar.
Okay.
Brandon whispers something to you.
I was rooting for the
Change your
hand
mind.
axe personally. I think that
Oh,
would
it
be
doesn't
funny.
matter.
I'll just
it
go with
doesn't
the hand axe. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Lurking
That's-
Rider did redeem an order.
Oh yeah, that's a reroll for you guys.
Oh sweet. I'm gonna take that.
Thank you, Lurking Rider. You may have just
Oh,
saved
that's
our
a-
lives.
A little bit better. That's a 17 on the dice.
17 is going to hit the ball. Darkstar
Yes.
is the perfect weapon to use for this.
Oh, if it's with Darkstar, sorry, that's a 19.
I would assume it was with Darkstar.
Yeah.
Mostly because that is significantly more beneficial for you. Fern, you are met with a weapon swinging from above your head into a ball that you did not know was hurtling in your direction. There is a bending of space, and the visual of that is just that things get a little bit warped when Darkstar makes contact, and the ball goes flying back into the arena as Lemon finishes their swing out.
I feel like at the same time that Lemon steps forward and swings, like Brandon, like kind of leans, puts one shoulder kind of in front of Fern, and that little useless wing like stretches out. At the same time, he's got Rald and is holding him out this way.
Lemon's so
student-
bad wants to enter rage.
The student
But
who
I
was
think-
talking to Lemon or to Fern looks to you, Lemon, and goes, "Oh, good, you participated. Hell yeah!"
I like
Oh.
this. I'm
This
gonna
is-
make
Scary.
an. Can I make like an intelligence saving throw to see if I activate
Yeah.
rage?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh, that's a natty one. I definitely activate rage.
Please tell,
Which
tell us how
can-
this looks,
Ah.
because
Oh,
you are in your
no.
human form at the moment.
Uh-huh.
So I guess like as a Fearbolg, you just see steam. Like this Fearbolg, his eyes start glowing, and just steam is releasing from it. Which
Oh,
I guess
sick.
looks very odd, but you
No.
could.
Try and fan
It could be. Yeah. If somebody wanted to, you could lie and say it's just like a spell or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You just had something spicy to eat, right?
But
Whew.
yeah, so just
Oh,
glowing
cool.
eyes, just steam coming, like just releasing from everywhere. I imagine like part of the illusion, like as a Fearbolg, the fur would start like the first standing on
Stands
end.
up on end, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Do
Rald scampers
anything.
across Brandon's shoulders and starts like flapping his little wings to like dissipate the steam.
So helpful.
Lemon, do you
Very
do anything?
No, I think because this is the closest to war Lemon has gotten that they this awakens something in them. They're going to stay in rage. Like could continue to use their bonus action for the rest of this to just keep this Thank you. To just keep this going. They're feeling the bloodlust essentially.
Brought out the
They can't
fail
help
in you.
themselves.
He just turned into the sports fan in the jersey and the face paint. It's like
That's exactly what just happened.
You grab somebody's face paint from next to you.
That's just the person that we were talking to about face paint. Lemon will totally do that.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Could
Yeah,
I,
Lemon just like takes it off of their face, even just like
could I check real quick? Because there's like faculty around, right? Like people are a little.
You can see all of the heads of the departments as well.
Have they noticed what has happened over here in our corner of the thing? Because the ball was just here, so like everybody was looking here like 4 seconds ago, before any of this happened. Like, has anybody noticed? Have any of them noticed like Lemon at all?
You see that Fern's Professor Amari Tetch and the professor who greeted you, Maphis Marvello, are sitting, I would say, a quarter of the arena away from you, and Maphis Marvello whispers something to Professor Tetch. Professor Tetch's eyes glow. His eyebrow cocks, he smiles, and then his eyes go back to normal and he continues watching the game.
Okay. Okay.
I assume that's the same kind of eye glow we saw when True Sight was used to
Yeah, when
see
Captain
world.
Nine Lives cast
Yeah,
True Sight on himself. Yep. There is...
Yeah, sorry everyone. This was just a character choice.
No, it's all
No,
good.
no,
It's all
you're good.
100% fine. There is a bright flash of purple as one of the players comes up to bat the ball that Lemon has batted back into the arena. And there is a flash of pink and purple as a sphere, a perfectly sealed sphere, forms around them. And the ball impacts the sphere, bounces back up, and the player who cast Resilient Sphere comes back in to smack it pretty dead on to the hoop. But their goalie is going to make a quick roll. That is a phenomenal roll because it's really funny for me. They pull up. They are using their paddle to fly. Their goalie. They fly up, and you see them sort of begin to spin the paddle up to block the ball. The ball impacts, breaks it, and then knocks them through the hoop and consequently into the void. The person concentrating on the hold person sends that player's broom down to get them, but before they can stop concentrating on hold person, they are gone. They crash against the tower and plummet into the water. There is a loud buzzer sound. The titanium ball vanishes, and a point is put on the team of the Oracles, the makers, the Evermages.
Oh. Wow. Brandon, you should not sign up for this.
No, this is like...
Mm-mm.
This is nothing like Hacky Sack.
Hacky who?
Huh?
Oh, you'll love it.
I don't know if sports are really for me.
This isn't sports. This is like... death.
I mean, a percent of death, yes. Yeah.
This isn't like...
The student
was
who
me,
spoke to you earlier, Fern, leans over and goes, "It's like a 20% odds of death if you're bad at the game."
So high.
20% each time you play?
Yeah. Overall,
How do I get more involved?
Yelling this
actually,
over Fern's head.
I meant to roll this.
Joshua.
You watch that player tumble into the abyss. Their paddle, unbroken, careens off the side and sort of lands in the stadium nearby.
Lemon, completely forgetting the fact that they don't know magic, rushes towards that paddle.
Josh,
Uh,
live it.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Hot dog.
I love when
You're
you said
raging.
nearby. I just watched Mika's eyes like widened, like, oh, sick.
Okay. It's a 21.
God.
You beat someone to the punch. You beat a full orc woman to the punch. You grab the paddle and you feel it sort of shake into your hand. I want you to give me an intelligence check.
Oh no.
7.
Your rage for the duration of wielding this BATTERBALL bat is unyielding. You do not need to spend a bonus action to refresh. It will not fall. Simultaneously, the application of this curse follows with instantaneous attunement. As you feel it begin to sort of tug at you. You know that this is a flying paddle, of course. You can wield it as you please. I think at this point you figured out the paddles are better for batting the balls than most weapons would be.
Fair. I guess I let it fly me into the arena. You say it's cursed?
It is cursed. Your rage is permanent for the duration of your wielding of the batter.
Yes.
You guys watch Lemon pick up this bat. You watch a generally very dark force take hold of them as they very happily zip into the arena just as the next ball is dispensed from the cannon. Lemon, we are now officially super tracking your actions.
Oh boy.
How big is the arena? Like, how wide across is it?
It is about 50 feet across, 100 feet long.
Byrena's just kind of here, just like.
Brandon
like
just looks so distressed.
Just,
Byrena's forgetting all her life choices right now.
it's just like, what can I do about this? Like, nothing. Like,
You have a ranged weapon.
I do. It's a mundane pistol.
Give me an
You-
insight check, Virena.
Need it
And
to
I'll-
be magical?
Brandon, I will ask you to make me the same insight check because you also have
Which
a
is-
ranged weapon.
Which of these
Yeah.
die do I trust? I think I know what we're getting at here, though.
I got a 15.
Oh! 2. So
Gina,
nat 1.
Brandon, it occurs
Gina,
to
do
you
we have to
that-
continue to to sage your dice?
I sage Gina's dice every week. I get some sage out and I burn it, and I
You can just
tell
sneak into
her
my
to
house and-
Gina's dice. No, I do it from here. It's Bluetooth.
It works.
Brandon, it occurs to you everyone you've seen is so incredibly reliant on their magic, on the mage magic, this plastic artificial arcana. What are the odds that this school teaches them to be prescient of other forms of attack? Probably not high, right? The battle mages maybe, but there are no battle mages playing here today.
Okay, Brandon. So, are there any other than like? We heard the loud buzzer at the very first. Have we heard any other? Was there a sound that went off when something scored? Like, has there been any of those?
The score was met with thunderous cheer, but there was no sound indicator played, and the
Okay.
next ball was almost immediately dispensed right after it.
Okay, that's annoying. Okay.
Lemon, I need you to go ahead and make me an athletics check as you attempt to navigate this arena.
Lemon, do you even know which side you're playing for?
Nope. But I did get a 23 on my athletics.
Outstanding. You are currently en route to the next ball. You see another player is en route to the next ball. You roll way higher than they could have ever dreamed to. Where do you smack the ball?
It's a great question. Yeah, I don't know what team I'm even on, do I?
Does
Go
Lemon
ahead and-
care?
Go ahead and make me an insight check. This is an intuition thing.
Oh boy. Insight? That's a whole +1. That's a 10.
I was looking for a 17.
There's no way I was going to get that.
You have no idea what team you're on. There is a team that's technically down a player because they were killed by the ball, but
Mhm.
there's no telling if you're actually on that team.
I headed to the left.
100%. You smack the ball to the left. It feels good. It feels incredibly light, and the smack connects. Deafening crack for everybody else, but it seems in this moment the batterball bat is protecting you almost as you make contact with 500 pounds of solid all the way to the core metal. And you smack it to the left. The other players are going to
Yes.
attempt to react to that. Yes?
Brandon's just gonna watch. Like Brandon's just watching anyone who like is watching the field to see anyone who like gets near to Lemon or is clearly like about to do something to Lemon. Like if they're starting to do the weird hand thing that they do here, and there's like constellations, and they're looking at Lemon, Brandon's gonna do a thing.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I don't like that.
This is going to contest the roll I just made for this player.
Oh, I
that
do
is
like that. I
trying to
forgot.
do
This
something.
character's good at perception. Ooh, not that time though. That's an 11.
You catch them just a little bit too late, and you only catch them because the constellation appears at their hand. Someone saying something? Sorry. You see them do the same lightning bolt constellation aimed directly at Lemon. Lemon, I need you to make me a dexterity save. You're going to roll this with advantage, and the batterball bat is going to give you a +5.
Okay, so dexterity save +5.
Yep.
Cool. I already had advantage on dex save, so this is great. So that is a 17 plus 5. 17 on the dice.
That is in just enough to beat this this mage's spell save DC.
Yes.
The batterball bat almost guides you as you're holding onto it, and it lets you loose the momentum just a little bit to drop underneath as this lightning bolt strikes behind you, the side of the arena. As this student finally smacks the ball up to their other teammate. What would we like to do next?
Okay, Fern. Okay, Fern. I need you to. And Brandon's gonna like half move Fern, half move behind Fern, so Fern is sitting in front of them, and they're like peering between their ears.
I can cast Sanctuary on like one of us.
If I do, I don't. And we'll
But
kind
also
of
it
lean
it's not
forward
AoE.
closer to one of their ears. Because my magic's like different from here, so if I do something, I don't want them to see me do it.
Oh. So, should I cast something at the same time? Or you're just gonna...
I just want to keep Lemon safe.
Yeah. I can't believe they picked up the paddle.
And like you have never seen Brandon look stressed before. Brandon looks so stressed.
It's doubling Fern's anxiety. Oh no. I need your confidence. This is scary.
Brandon has only played like team sports that are like a little roughhousing. This is not good.
Yeah, they just went right to death, you know? Right to death.
Yeah, I'm just watching, and if anyone does anything.
Of course. Virina, are you doing anything?
I am keeping a watch on the two professors who had noticed Lemon before. That is primarily what I'm doing, especially now that Lemon's out in the skirmish.
Professor Tetch
Yes.
is watching Lemon with incredible interest. No insight check needed. This man is a pure scientific curiosity as he observes this player. Lemon, what are you doing next? Once you're done shooting.
The important things first.
Isn't this music great? Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Cookie. All right. Continuing to play the game, I guess, rushing towards. Did Lemon hit it towards the right area?
You hit it to the left. The hoops are at the moment behind you and in front of you.
What was the crowd response to that? Like, was everybody like, yeah, or did they
the
boo?
cheer of a new player entering the fray, followed immediately by the confusion of a new player hitting the ball somewhere.
Cool.
Which team am I on? Where am I hitting the ball?
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check.
Oh god, that's a +0. Can this be intimidation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Cool, because with intimidation I can add strength. Since I'm in rage.
Of course.
That's gonna be a +4. Oh god, seriously? That's a 6.
The spectator that Fern was talking to does hear you say this and shouts down into the arena, "You're on your own team!" That's why spectators have a shot at the crown!
Okay, I can do this. I can do this.
Go ahead and make me an athletics check to go for if you want to go for the ball.
Oh yeah, I'm going for the ball. Oh shit, I have advantage on athletics checks, it turns out.
While
right
you're
now?
raging, I believe, yeah.
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 Brandon just leans forward into Fern's ear again and goes, "Your school's really messed up, no offense."
That's a 24.
Quirky.
One of the students tries to react to you getting to the ball by casting silence, because how do you stop a mage from doing anything? You cast silence. You are not a mage.
Nope.
You zip up, you move, you are holding the paddle as though this is Mjolnir guiding you through the sky, and you are letting the momentum carry you up just enough for you to take control of the paddle again and then smack it before it zips you forward. I need you to make an attack check. This is to hit the hoop.
All right, +5 with the paddle.
Yep.
That's a 9.
A 9 is not quite enough. As you smack the paddle, one of the wall players rips their paddle out of the wall, leaps forward and intercepts it, smacking it back to their team. And play continues.
So I don't know if any of you have ever seen some sports anime, but like sometimes, like in some of the soccer anime, like suddenly like a person's behind the shadow, but they've got like the glowy eyes and the streaks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I imagine how Lemon is very much right now.
Yeah, Brandon's just still watching. If people start doing stuff to Lemon, they're trying to do stuff to Lemon.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me another perception check, Brandon.
Okay, dice. That's a nat 1.
Okay.
2 nights in a row, I have told a dice, okay, dice, and then it has rolled a nat 1. So I need to stop doing that.
Lemon, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. You were going to make this at advantage because of the Batterball bat, and it is giving you a +5 to saving throws against spells.
All right. So would it be my normal roll, normal modifier plus the 5? Or
Your
the +5
normal roll,
replacement
your normal
modifier?
modifier +5.
Yes. Okay. So con saving throw, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's 29.
So I like to do degrees of success for some things in this game. I think it's fun if you get like a surprise special effect. The Batterball bat has a degrees of success. If you succeed on a saving throw by a certain amount, you get to redirect the spell. So, I am not going to tell you what spell is being cast on you, because I don't think Lemon would be able to parse that. But if you would like to redirect it at another player or into the stands, that is your prerogative.
Yeah, the player who cast it at me, because... Ooh, either them or the player who intercepted the ball previously. The person who intercepted the ball previously, the one I tried to hit at the goal.
The wall player.
Right back. Yeah, right at the wall player.
That is a significantly better choice, because the player who cast Vortex Warp on you was going to warp you underneath the stadium and into the pull of the squall. You Vortex Warp this wall player underneath the stadium, and they plummet. There is no surface for them to bounce off of. There is no place for them to go. Their paddles don't fly. They just jump from wall to wall. And this guy is out of the game.
Oh boy. Did Lemon just... I mean, not that Lemon would care, but did Lemon just kill a student?
Uh-huh.
Technically,
Yeah, Lemon does not.
Technically,
No.
the one who casted it, you did.
Fair. I mean, again, not that Lemon would care if they realized it. This is a war game to them. Yeah, I never get to play these like very muscly characters. This is so exciting for me. Like, y'all have no idea.
You send this player into the squall, and you are met with the other player who cast the spell looking very disconcerted that they just vortex warped their teammate. What would you guys like to do next?
Lemon Sour's going to turn at them. I mean, again, Lemon Sour probably wouldn't completely realize this, but in my head canon, like, he turns towards them, and it's the same, like, sports anime, like, Dark Shadow, this... Because, like, Lemon Sour has, like, these horns and, like, his mouth. I mean, I guess... Never mind, that's right. Lemon Sour, they're disguised. Still, like, creepy mouth, like,
Yeah.
around beady eyes.
It's just the
And let's not
shadows that are
forget-
creating the effect.
This is the most badass Fearbulg playing this in a skirt.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. They look like a Yankee. Long skirt, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still gonna just try to watch for anyone messing
Okay.
with my best friend.
Virina, Fern, are either of you doing anything?
Would I have heard that person who yelled at who answered Lemon's question about what side they're on?
100%. He's sitting right next to Fern.
Can I do anything other than just try to shoot somebody?
You could unleash Quark.
I can't answer that specifically, but I can tell
Oh.
you that participation is participation.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna take a second to think about it. Because I need to check. I have so many weird additives on all of my shit.
I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Joshua Tree.
A Joshua Tree, excellent.
Lemon tree.
Lemon tree.
Sanctuary.
Speaking of, for Christmas, my sister got me this candle from Joshua Tree. That's sweet citrus.
Amazing.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
so perfect.
It smells so good.
Okay.
Anyone who casts a spell at Lemon must now make a Wisdom saving throw up to the point. Nope, because targeting the ball is not an enemy creature; it's just a ball.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't stop AoE, I don't think either, so that's notable.
But Lemon seems to be particularly well protected against AoE effects. Lemon, go ahead and give me another athletics check to get back in the game here. Brandon, give me a perception check to keep an eye out for your friend.
Natural 20.
So 25 for athletics.
For 27.
Two excellent rolls. Brandon, you catch someone is conjuring something incredibly dark. The magics are, you don't know what it is. You can't read constellation formula.
No.
But it feels wrong even for this magic.
Is this a someone on a wall or is this a someone
It's a flying player.
flying? Okay. Then Brandon is as stealthy as he can.
Mhm.
Gonna just drop a fog cloud on top of that guy.
Brandon, you get a moment, not even a pause moment of time. There is just a prompting in your brain as you're preparing to cast the spell. Would you like to do this stealthily?
Yeah. So I put Fern in front of me.
This darkness coming from this spell washes over the arena, and for the moment you are, to some extent, granted a boon as Fog Cloud is cast using Subtle Spell.
Whoa.
Oh.
And Fog Cloud does appear over this. The spell ends because line of sight on the target is broken, and Weirding is no longer going to be cast at Lemon. Lemon, you make it to the ball first. There's no world where your athletics checks do not crush these absolute nerds. Go ahead and make an attack check to aim for the hoop.
Still not the greatest. So that's a +5, so that's a 14.
A 14 is better. That is going to force the other players to have to roll to intercept. They do not intercept. The ball just barely plummets into the hoop. There is loud fanfare as a third score is added to the scoreboard. This guy? Question mark? And then one.
This guy.
And that fog cloud's just gonna hang out for a while. There's just 20 feet of clouds in the middle of the arena.
Yeah, lemon sour is so engrossed in this.
Brandon's like torn
Like,
because
this
it's
is
like,
bad.
yeah, my friend did something really cool that they shouldn't be doing.
Yes, and I'd like to be clear. I don't think any of you have a way to keep Lemon from plummeting into the depths if
No.
eventually you fail.
Absolutely not.
Sanctuary
Oh,
won't
boy.
help for that.
Oh.
You got some
This is
these
why
weapons.
I should have taken Fate Touched for that sweet. I mean, depending where I
Thanks.
am, if I fall, it's not going to help. But
I'm also like
face step.
very much paying attention for if any other sounds go off other than people cheering.
There is almost a whisper of a thank you to you, Brandon, as you subtle spell this fog cloud. The feeling of darkness from this spell fades immediately.
Leans forward. Fern, did you feel that? Did you
Feel what?
This is a bad place.
It's just BATTERBALL.
That spell was bad, and something said thank you.
I hope it wasn't the Dean.
The dean's here.
The dean is here.
Oh.
He is sitting in a normal seat. He doesn't get a special seat for this.
No courtside.
No court side. He's just sitting up among various faculty. Archdean Icarprix is there. He's got big round glasses and a very long white beard and a glass stave. And he's happily chuckling along. You see a stray spell heads his way, and it just kind of ignores him.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
A new ball is dispensed. Brandon, I need a
Oh, boy.
perception check.
See, now I'm worried because I feel like this dice has been rolling too hot, but I don't know if I trust this dice. So let's find out.
And Virina, it
Yeah.
looks like you might have something in mind.
How far is the closest goalie to me?
You could get much closer in a very short span of time. You could get close enough.
Can I get within 30 feet while everything's happening over there?
Yeah, almost certainly you could get within 30 feet. It's only 50 feet across.
Okay, I assume that everybody, including the goalie, is more concentrated on this ball happening,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Could I shoot at the goalie at about the time that the ball drops? Since it's the third ball at this point, I feel like I would have.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
And Brandon, what did you roll in perception?
That was a 15.
Okay. I will get back to that in just a moment. Go ahead and make
Okay.
me an attack roll, Virina.
Watch this be so bad.
There's only one goalie left, by the way. The other goalie is already dead.
Ooh, fun. Oh god, what is that? Oh my god! That is a 9! Can you believe that?
Really
You,
need to
like-
sage your dice.
Watch as this guy name above the scoreboard changes to Team Lemon Tree, as
Oh.
Irina and Brandon are both now recognized participants.
Oh,
Oh.
That's bad!
Even though
Not
the
us,
shot
not-
is missed, it just kind of whizzes by, and the bang of the gun is not even heard in this stadium.
I'd like to duck and try and move around.
wait, can I redeem something?
If you have points, you can redeem whatever you want. I'm not gonna pretend
which-
like there's.
Which one
rules.
is it?
Which one? Order or chaos? Chaos is for me.
Uh,
Order is for you guys.
Okay, I'm redeeming in order. Take it, Gina. Take it.
What? Oh.
Oh, you get a
Reroll.
reroll.
Okay, that's better. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is phenomenal. Go ahead and roll damage. There's a threshold
Yes.
you're looking to beat here.
Do I want to roll a physical? Do I have a D10 out? Oh, yes, I do.
And it's Lemon
Ugh.
Tree, not Joshua Tree, and that's scary.
That's 8 points.
8 points of damage is exactly the threshold I was looking for. This goalie is struck in the heart and falls.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm
Why would
gonna
anyone?
before I'm
Very
not gonna
scared.
even wait. I'm not gonna even wait to see if I've hit this goalie. I'm just gonna take my shot. I'm gonna duck and I'm gonna try and wing around to the other to a different part of the stadium.
Fern, are you doing anything?
Just no. hanging out with Brandon.
I've like abandoned you, by the way. Like you're just there. I've
Like-
disappeared.
Looking in shock at the
Captain, my captain.
scoreboard. Don't love the naming. Really just like pouring through their books at
His
their
name
notes
is
to see if
Joshua
there's-
Lemon Tree, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Still.
I missed the Joshua part, but still, okay.
Well, it doesn't
Still, the
say
vibes are
Joshua. It
accurate.
just says Team Lemon Tree because that's their registered last name.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Oh my goodness, shot through the heart and spars to blame. Lurking, Ryder.
Lemon,
Rita's starting to like this game.
go ahead and
that.
make me your athletics check, Brandon. There are currently, I think, about 4 players left alive aside from Lemon, and they are all getting ready to cast something.
That's a 23.
That's beautiful.
It's the advantage. It's
Okay, how many on walls versus how many flying?
1 wall player and 3 flying players left.
And I assume the answer is no, but like Brandon has no way of knowing who's doing what's most dangerous. Like, do one of them look more scary than the others? Like,
The only person who could dream of telling you that is anybody else in the stadium.
yeah. Okay, well, I've already got like a fog cloud, so the fog cloud is gonna drop. As Brandon just like, well, the fog cloud didn't really help that much, so Brandon's gonna cast Entangle underneath the guy on the wall.
Okay.
There's gonna be like 20 feet. He needs to make a strength 13 saving throw.
Okay. He does not make it. The vines shoot out from the wall, tie this guy up, and just sort of. Yes. Once they're done, like growing, the vines drop and like sort of just dangle him underneath this stadium.
Yeah, he's restrained unless he makes an athletics check, a strength check to get out.
Yep. Lemon, I need you to make 3 different saves: 2 wisdom saving throws and a dexterity saving throw. Same
Oh,
deal,
boy.
advantage +5.
okay. We'll do the dex first. For the dex, did I do that right? 19 for the dex. And then what are the other ones?
2 wisdoms.
2 wisdoms. Okay. Hello, hot dog. For the wisdom, that's 20. For 1 wisdom, it's 25. And then for second wisdom, that's a natty 20 plus 1 plus 5 for 26. I am dominating this. I'm doing so good, right? I'm going to fail so hard in an upcoming check.
On a
Lemon
on a
Furter is going to be so proud of
26,
you.
You get to redirect the spell.
Oh, who's left? There are
3
3 who
flying
aren't
players
tied
left.
down. Person 3. I don't know who's probably not the person who cast the spell. So the person to the left of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You hear a word coming to you. Your batterball bat moves to deflect the word itself. You hear the word fall ricochet off of your batterball bat and into
God.
this other player as they instantly fail to save and plummet. Now go ahead and make me an attack check.
Okay. This one's going to be terrible, isn't it?
I will reapply
Well-
Sanctuary
Oh,
after your
no.
attack. I'll use that spell.
That's a
slot.
24.
Hell yeah.
One player goes to block it. They cannot stop its momentum even a little bit. Same deal. The ball hits them and they go flying through the hoop and into the wall. They are not.
Gina, I think I took your
unconscious
luck.
this time.
And y'all thought you were going to have to worry about Brandon being the impulsive one?
The score goes up to 2. The other 2 flying players who are still standing, nope, just the one, sees sees what you are doing and pulls out a small white flag and concedes the game.
Ugh.
The game ends 1-0 to 2. Team Lemon Tree. The crowd
Yes!
erupts in uproarious cheering. They are loving this. And
What just happened?
Lemon, in the center of the arena, you see glowing and appearing out of thin air this crown. It is golden, it is decorated with jewels, and it is magic. So magic that I think even Virina can feel it.
Does it feel like icky magic?
It feels,
Okay.
I mean, it feels like wizard magic. So yes, to you, absolutely it does.
I guess. Lemon is slowly coming down from their rage, looking around like, do I grab that? Is this a trap?
You earned it.
Yeah, Lemon sees
Yours.
Fern go, and then he goes for the crown.
You grab the crown, you are not transported,
Is this
but
how I
you
die?
are in your mind brought to a place, a forest, dark and
okay.
empty. There is no color here. Anything that you can see that it is shaded at all is in gray tone. Hold on, changing the music. There is a figure there. A long, wide-brimmed hat covers their face, the shadow cast by it, followed by a black trench coat and black leather boots. There are 2 pistols at their hilt, and you see a cracked, tooth-white smile underneath the shadow. Well, well, well. I did not expect to see someone so unique here for some time. What can I do you for, my friend?
Oh, that's right, I get a wish.
A minor wish, I will remind you.
Minor. So I guess I can't wish to be a real boy.
You could, if that is something that particularly interests you. Though I cannot say that that won't come with a heavy helping of its own problems.
No, I'm okay being a warforged. I feel like it would be a cheat. I'm not ready for that. Do I wish for some magic?
Would you like some magic?
Ooh.
What sort of magic?
I am the only person. Oh no, I guess Virina can't cast magic, can she?
Don't worry about me. I don't exist.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I feel like it might be useful. I just want to be useful to my friends, to my roots. That's mostly what I care about.
Is that your wish?
Yes.
Their smile cracks open. A black mist comes out. They are engulfed as they laugh. And you are brought back to reality, hovering in the middle of this field with cheering, adoring fans. No time has passed. The crown's magic is emptied. And that is where we are going to end
Oh my
This
goodness, that is
episode
not fair
of the
or right.
Weirdwilds War.
Oh boy, I hope I didn't make a bad choice.
I don't like that.
You have made the most interesting choice I think you possibly could have. You have given a wish to someone who I will not give you the name of yet.
Oh
But
no.
Mhm.
this
was
is another
Corollary
personal.
Cartwright.
It was not Corollary Cartwright.
Of course it was.
They're related.
Of course it was.
In my
Um,
mind,
No, this one's a cowboy.
in my mind, it's like a franchise.
This one is Cowboy Cartwright.
It's like a franchise. Jesus.
Uh, thank you all so much for watching. I am going to tell Mika what their wish is, what the result of their wish is mechanically in private.
Is it a feat?
No.
Okay. I should have wished
I'll
for a
tell
feat.
you.
Okay.
I'll tell you in private.
Okay.
I should have wished for a feat. You did something so fucking cool in character.
Thank you all so much for watching. This was a very fun quickie. It was, I guess, the equivalent of a beach episode almost.
I would have preferred a beach.
A chance to go back around and reintroduce themselves, plug anything they would like to plug. We are, as always, of course, going to start with Kay.
Hey you all, I am Kay, TTRPG stuff every chance that I get. Find me in chat at Chaotic Wholesome, and also on Tuesdays when we do the Table Talk Show, all things TTRPGs from indies to intersectionality. Thursdays, you can find me over at Meadowlark Productions, where I am playing Bella, who is just an absolute heart of gold scoundrel. Absolutely nothing to hide over on Sterling Garden, which is a Star Wars 5e campaign. Complete opposite of Brandon in every way. Here every other Friday for the Weirdwilds War, and I'm getting ready. Come on by, keep an eye on Chaotic Wholesome, because I'm going to be doing some Fields of Mysteria, because the new content update is out. And then, y'all, Chrono Trigger's on sale for $3 right now. So I think I'm going to have to replay Chrono Trigger.
Oh my god.
So-
Oh my god. Oh, excuse me.
Played
We'll open
Chrono
up
Trigger in
Right.
eons.
I've
Also,
never played.
Oh, it is
Oh,
a
you
defining
have to.
moment game for Kay. Like, it is that game and Link's Awakening are the reasons I work in video games. Also, I'm also going to shout out Blobun, Blobun. It's an indie puzzle game, and they enabled a lesbian toggle, so you can turn off gay content, and it breaks the game because the main character herself is a lesbian. So you should go play that game and support these awesome indie creators who are making an excellent statement. And I'm done now.
All right, thank you so much, Kay. That is going to bring us over to Mika.
Hi, I'm Mika. I do things. If we're talking about defining games, Dot Hack, the Dot Hack franchise,
Hack.
defining for me, yes. I'm starting working on a Dot Hack project with a friend. But hi, I'm Mika. I do things. You can catch me over on Roll D5, ROLED5, where I am a director producer. In fact, if you can head over there right now, they just started a game, Witch Punks. It's our punk month. Otherwise, you can catch me threads Mika_Macintosh or Goggle Boy on Blue Sky. Projects wise, you can always catch me on The Heart is a Dungeon, where I'm a guest star in season 1. I am main cast in season 2, Once Happily Upon Ever, where I play La La Lemon, a Fae Corvid who has the same voice as Lemon Sour, because I've got like 3 or 4 voices I can actually do.
Feel
And Sunday, you can catch me doing Battle of the Bards on Somebody's Heroes. You can also catch me currently on Hench over on the RP Jesters podcast. And then before our next game, you can also catch me Roll D5 on the 24th playing Surreal Punk. And then on the 26th on Help Action Needed, GMing a game of Car Lesbians.
Ooh. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Mika.
I have to ask, are those lesbians who like cars or lesbians who turn into cars?
So we decided that they are going to be Transformer lesbians.
Perfect.
And so
Excellent.
they are they're lesbians to other cars. Humans recognize them as lesbians. They'll be race cars. It's just going to be a gale time.
Excellent.
It's going to be great.
Incredible. That is going to bring us down and around to Gina.
Hi, I'm Gina. Hey. I had like a bunch of things that I totally forgot. You can find me here, me and my giant mane of hair here every other week, and that's the only place that I am in right now. Since I'm not doing anything else right now, I guess submit to the Imaginary Cards Game Jam on itch.io. One of my pals is one of the judges. That's it. That's all I got, because I'm not in anything else.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and especially thank you for making us the place that you are. I adore this cast so much, I will sing it to the rooftops forever. Last but not least, it is going to bring us to B.
Hey. Hello. My name is B Zelda. You can find me on all socials as B Zelda. I don't really know what I'm doing, but if you follow me, I might announce it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Sometimes it's a surprise. Not very often. Yeah. That's what I got.
Thank you so much as well. And as always, I am JT. I am the head producer here at this channel. It is also technically my channel. You can find me all over the internet at WeJeet, particularly Blue Sky and on Discord. You can also find me some places at another username that I will not say because as funny as it is, it's for me. I'll tell you guys after. Entropy Emporium has a lot of cool shows. Someone recently told me that it was, quote, cool to be an Entropy Emporium show, which is the nicest thing anyone has said about anything I've ever done, and anything we've ever done, which makes me happy. And so thank you. I agree, it is cool to be an Entropy Emporium show. We have a lot of cool shows. For example, tomorrow, I think they're still doing God Killer Desecration. I don't know how many episodes are left of that, but that is run by Kian and JD as the God Killer. Every other Tuesday, including next Tuesday, you can find They Call Us Villains, our Horror Masks actual play game run by JD. Every other Thursday, including yesterday, you can find God Complex, our Girl by Moonlight, Neon Genesis Evangelion inspired Pacific Rim themed Girl by Moonlight game. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of drama. Every other Friday, including tonight, you just saw it, Weirdwilds War, an ongoing 5e homebrew campaign with these 4 lovely individuals. And then that is all for now, but we do have a show coming up called Star Shard. We are very close to being ready to post some stuff about it. I'm so excited. It's going to be a shonen actual play. We have character art for it. The
Nice.
overlay is the most set dressing theater thing I've ever seen for an actual play. I'm gonna sing it to high heavens, and I'm gonna shove it down all your throats because it's perfect and I love it. And it needs to be spread across the land. So please look forward to that, if you will. We are, I think, going to toss a raid over to Roll D5, who is currently live. And we are going to go
Yes.
and harangue them, so please stick around for that. In the meantime, do good things, be good people, and have a very, very wonderful evening. Goodbye.
Bye.